Hey team, it's Neo. Welcome back to another high intensity workout. This workout is going to be out of this world. All right, folks, we have 4 giant sets today. We're performing 35 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We have 4 hydration breaks in between the 4 sets of 60 seconds. Now, not your traditional giant sets. This is more so full body circuit because a lot of us are still at home. The gyms aren't open just yet. We don't need much weight, just some dumbbells, kettlebell would be nice, and a half Bosu ball. All right, first exercise is going to be the curtsy plus wide lunge complex. Let's make sure we maintain alignment with our hips and our shoulders when we're lunging. No twisting as we're curtsy lunging backwards. When we forward lunge, we're making sure that knee comes close to the floor. However, do not touch, maintain pressure in your lower legs. Next up, we have the chest press on the half Bosu. This, of course, is a chest exercise, but also activates the stabilizer muscles in the shoulders. Very good for the core and the glutes and the hamstrings as we squeeze to keep those hips up. Next up, we have mountain climbers on the flat side of the Bosu. Folks, we're driving our knees up towards our chest as if they're pistons, really light on the toes, and making sure we maintain or keep the wrists stacked directly below the shoulders. Next up, we have the Arnold press. Make sure you choose a weight that is according to your strength and abilities. Here, I went a little bit too heavy like I do sometimes, which is fine because it's a full exercise that activates the front, side, and top of those delts. Next up, we have the single arm kettlebell swing. Remember, folks, this is a hip hinge and not a squat. So make sure we're maintaining center pressure in the feet, and lots of tips to come for this one specifically. All right, last but not least, we have the good morning plus sit squat. This is activating the whole posterior chain and the front anterior muscles such as the quads. Great lower body, plus building that strength of our back in the isometric position. Okay, let's get warmed up. Let's throw some 1, 2, 3s here. So bouncing on the feet, keeping it really light. Now we're standing 45 degrees to our opponent. When we throw the 1, that's just a simple jab directly forward in front of us. When we throw the 2, we're making sure we're pivoting with the hips, rotating, throwing through the core, pivoting on the back ankle. So it's rotating forward so that you get the full reach. And the 3 is a hook, which is with the front hand, where again, you're pivoting with that front foot. Move with your punches, folks. Keep it tight. Keep it moving. Let's get the heart rate going. Let's get this workout underway. Squat. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, next up we have the side lunge, folks. So let's set up in a wide stance, wider than shoulder width. Let's keep our toes pointed forward. We're going to squat down to the side as low as we can. Come right up. Let's build the tension up in our quad, and let's establish the mind muscle connection with the muscles we're working. So with this side lunges are particularly great for working in the plane that we don't usually, our body's not very active in. We're used to walking forwards and backwards. However, we don't work the inside of our thighs, the outside of our quads, outside of our thighs enough. So side lunges are a great way to balance it all out. Let's keep this up. We'll stay on the legs for another about 30 seconds. Okay, the first exercise will be a curtsy lunge. So let's get a curtsy lunge in this warm-up. The curtsy lunge, we want to make sure the hips and the shoulders stay square with one another. When we're lunging backwards, we're also throwing the foot behind the forward foot. So it looks like a twist essentially. However, again, making sure we're keeping the hips and the shoulders square, facing flat forward. And now I'm throwing in that front wide lunge so I can be prepared for that first move we have coming up when we start. Here we go. Now we're into jumping jacks. Slide on those toes. Full extension. Reach up top with those arms. Really get into your workout the same way you would get completely into your job or your purpose. Be mindful with what you're doing in the gym. Keep it up, folks. Just about 3 more exercises and we'll get right into the workout. Right into A steps. Light on those toes, driving the knees up towards our chest. Counterbalancing with the opposite arm. And like I say, you can bounce around to that music. A steps are nice and easy, get the heart rate going. All right, onto the floor, folks, into crunches. Excuse me, keep that lower back flat. Crunch, squeeze until you feel all those upper abs contracting. And I'm gonna extend out into a reverse Superman and then cocoon. Cocoon is when you pretty much tuck it in tight. It's a double crunch. Just opening it all up. And let's forward reach and back roll. We didn't do much stretching this workout because of some technical issues recording. However, it's okay. Let's get back on our feet. In 30 seconds, we're gonna kick it off with the curtsy lunge plus forward lunge complex. So let's get our weights if we have weights. If you don't have weights, that is perfectly fine. This is no excuse. Having no weight or no gym is no excuse to not be exercising. Movement is fundamental to... Okay, here we go, folks. We're back in 6 seconds. Curtsy plus wide lunge complex. Kick it off. We can stay on one leg, so if we're gonna lunge back with the right leg, we can lunge forward with that right leg as well. I perform about 3 sets on each leg before switching sides, just because it helps with the balance. Making sure we're lunging backwards and forward far enough. That's it, team. 5 seconds on the clock, and then we'll rest for 15 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. All right, team, let's set up for the half Bosu chest press. Let's get that flat side down. To set up, we're going to put our upper back on the top middle of that ball. Might be tricky the first couple times. All right, let's work. Squeeze those glutes. Make sure we keep the hips up the entire time. In a way, this exercise is superior to a regular bench press because we're pretty much activating the full body by taking away some stability by laying down on a ball. Keep it up, team. 10 seconds. Let's work with some intention here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. 15 seconds off. Next up is going to be the mountain climber on the flat side of the Bosu ball. We'll get set up in about 7 seconds. And team, I was saying let's work with some intention. That intention could be to get better. 2, 1, and we're on. That intention can be to get better. That intention can be to complete all of your sets. So 35 seconds of work, no slacking. Let's keep it tight. I'm having a little bit of fun here. However, this is still work. Work can be fun, right? Keep it up, team. We have 10 seconds on the clock. Keep it tight, light on the toes, driving those knees right up to our chest. 3, 2, and rest. 15 seconds off, and we're gonna come back with the Arnold press. Okay, team, 5 seconds on the clock. Arnold press here, starting with the palms facing us, racked dumbbells, full 180-degree rotation towards the top, full reach extension towards that top, or at the top there. The delts are very small muscles, so this is a great muscle to establish that mind-muscle connection with. Like I said, when you're working out, treat it as if you're on your purpose. 10 seconds on the clock. You're on your purpose. Do not just go through the motions. Get into the muscle you're working. Feel it. 2, 1, and rest. Let's put those down. Next up, we're going to have our kettlebell swing. Let's start in that football hike position, 5 seconds on the clock. Safely pick up the kettlebell with the hike pass back, and then stand up. There we go. Driving up, using those glutes and core, driving that kettlebell up. So you got lower body, it's that hip hinge driving that kettlebell up. And if we are single arm kettlebell swinging, we're making sure to balance out the free hand, or balance it out by making sure that free hand either touches the kettlebell or just bring it up the wrist right next to the shoulder, such as I'm doing in the video on the screen. Keep it up. 5, 4, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds off. Last but not least, we have the good morning and sit squat coming up. Activate that posterior chain and the lower back. Here we go. Good morning. Very slight bend in the knee as we hinge all the way down, and then right into a sit squat. Extend those arms forward to maintain balance. And repeat that motion. I opened up my legs a little bit because my hips are extroverted slightly, so naturally I stand with my feet out like a duck, a tiny bit. It's all about comfort, folks. 10 seconds on the clock. It's about comfort. If you're not comfortable with the feet facing forward, open them up a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job, team. 15 seconds off, and then we'll take 60 seconds for water. Regarding comfort, there's several ways to find your natural squatting position. So I found my natural squatting position was outwards, and I learned my hips were extroverted. So it's about comfort unless there's a specific purpose to, for example, stand a certain way, such as when we're side lunging. We, in most cases, keep our toes pointed directly forward so that we hit the side of our quads. Versus if we open up because we're extroverted with the side lunge, now we're hitting more of the front of the quads, which we can do if we're squatting regular. All right, team, I hope we're hydrated. We're back in about 23 seconds. Let's bounce around, keep the blood flowing. When we get back to it, we're starting it off with that curtsy plus wide lunge complex, staying on one leg for 3 sets and then switching onto the other leg for 3 sets. Just an easy way to balance. Pick up the weights. We're back in 5 seconds. 2, 1, and lunge. As you can see, both knees come close to the floor without touching. If you touch, it's okay. However, we want to maintain the tension in our quads, in our glutes, in our hamstring. Also activating the core to help us. When we add the weight, we're engaging the core a bit more. Keep it up, team. We have 10 seconds on the clock. Turn it up. Inside 10, keep lunging. 1 more. And rest. Good job, team. Let's set up for that chest press on the Bosu ball. Let's set up nice and efficiently this time. Slide onto that upper back. Squeeze those glutes, get those hips up, and drive. Keeping the dumbbells close. Feel your inner chest working especially. Turning those shoulders on. We have 20 seconds on the clock. Keep it up. Great full body exercise right here, disguised as a chest exercise. And we have 5 seconds on the clock, team. And rest. All right, let's flip over that Bosu ball. We're going into the mountain climber next. In 10 seconds, we're going to drive those knees. 35 seconds of work. We are not stopping. 3, 2, 1, and mountain climbers. Here we go. That's right, folks. We're keeping the abs tight, keeping everything contracted. There isn't much play with the hands, making sure those shoulders stay above those wrists. Yeah, so especially make sure the wrists are not too far forward or too far back. Some people do that to make the workout easier. Not the point. We're inside 10. Keep it up. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good stuff. Next up, we have the Arnold press coming up. Now we can continue to Arnold press, or we can add a squat into our press. If you want to modify this, you could squat down low, bring the weight to the floor, deadlift them right back up to your chest, rack them, and then go into an Arnold press. Or you could simply Arnold press. Either or is fine. However, we want to push ourselves. Our goal here is to build lean muscle. To build lean muscle, we have to increase intensity over time. We have to progressively overload the muscles. We're inside 10. Drive. Let's get in one more set. And 2, 1, and rest. Good job, team. 2 more exercises in this giant set. Let's get that kettlebell. Regular kettlebell swing or single arm kettlebell swing if you're brave. Setting up in that hike pass. Here we go. And we're off. Squeezing those glutes, squeezing the core, thrusting that kettlebell right up. The better we get at this, we will start now adding pressure downwards. So add pressure on the downward swing. So pressurize the downward swing and then thrust it up as hard as you can. We're inside 10. A few more swings. 3, 2, and rest. Good job, team. One more exercise. We have the good morning plus sit squat. We can pick up a tiny bit of weight if you want. I would say about 5 to 10 pounds. However, no weight is fine. We get started in 1 second and kick it off. Very light in the knees and then hinging at those hips. Driving that lower back right up, or that upper back right up, engaging that lower back. It's funny how those tiny lower back muscles carry everything that's up here. A heavy head, big shoulders. Let's keep it up, team. Maintain your composure. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good job. We're sweating. We are halfway through. 2 giant sets complete. Let's take a breather, get our water. We'll be back in about 65 seconds. Good job, team. I hope we were hydrated. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. We're going to kick it off with the curtsy plus wide lunge complex. This is lap 2 essentially. If you are wearing out, you can lighten the weight a little bit if you have weight. So with the curtsy lunge, we could turn it into a goblet squat, or a goblet lunge, where we take one of the kettlebells or dumbbells and simply hold it tight right under our chin. Curtsy is a bit challenging, however, you should be getting your balance just about now. 5 seconds on the clock. Let's get set. And we're off. That's a team nice and controlled. Remembering our intention, the intention we set at the beginning of the workout. And my intention is to push myself. Your intention could be to push yourself, complete those sets. Make yourself proud. Your intention could be just to sweat. Give yourself a round of applause for showing up. 3 seconds on the clock. Good job, team, and rest. Let's put those down. Grab that half bosu. Excuse me. Seems like I like doing these videos right after I eat. Let's set up for that chest press. Here we go. Let's make sure when we're on that ball, our shoulder blades are squeezed in as tight as they can. Shoulder blades squeezed tight, chest wide open. shoulders, elbows low. So the shoulders are down, back, retracted, low, and the elbows are in a little bit tight so that we're pressing with the lower chest, upper abs, and inner chest. And we're getting a full stretch, hitting those outer fibers when we're bringing the dumbbells down. We're inside 10 and rest. Good job, team. Let's flip that ball right over. We know we're going right into those mountain climbers. Let's activate that core. Partway through this full body circuit. We're more than halfway, team. Keep it up. Here we go. Push. Driving those knees right up to our chest. Maintaining a nice neck and spine alignment. Keeping everything neutral. Now we're focused, keeping it all tight. Good job, team. 12 seconds. Keep it up. When it hurts, just tell yourself it's easy. Have fun with it. Here we go. 5, 3, 2, and rest. Good stuff. Going into that arm press. Let's grab those weights. Should have said this earlier. If we're not arm pressing, we could be pike, doing a pike push-up, which is essentially a push-up for the shoulders. When we're at the gym, team, when we're building lean muscle, we don't want to only work that one body part. So we don't just go to the gym and do crunches, for example. We need to stimulate the largest muscles in our body, as close to all the muscles that we can in our body. It helps with protein synthesis. We're inside 10. Some of these topics I could talk on for so long. However, we're doing quick sets and rest. Let's grab that kettlebell, go right back into that swing. Let's set up safely, set up in that hike pass. This is the safest way to get that kettlebell off the floor. Hiking it right back, stand up, drive, squeeze those glutes. This is a slightly modified angle so you can see what it looks like from about 45 degrees. That's it. Just do not bounce around. I'm bouncing around a tiny bit. Maintain that center pressure. I know we're sweating. We're inside 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good stuff, team. One more exercise in the third giant set. Keep it up. Here we go. We're going to good morning plus sit squat. Here we go. Hinging at those hips. Dropping our squat. Counterbalancing with those hands. And bringing that upper torso right back up. Keep it up, team. 20 seconds on the clock. This should burn. And when it burns, you know what you do? Keep going. You go harder. We're inside 10. Keep it up. 4, 3, 2. Good job, team. And rest. That's it. We have one more hydration break and then one more set. And we can stretch it out. All right, team, I'll be back in about 60 seconds. All right, team, we're back in about 10 seconds. Let's get ready. We're starting it off with that curtsy plus wide lunge complex. This is the last set. If you're tired, we can modify it just to a simple reverse lunge or a simple forward lunge. We're nice and hot. Time is on. We can continue with that curtsy plus forward lunge complex. Legs should be burning. We're on now. This is the last giant set. Let's finish strong. Make ourselves proud. We showed up. We got all the way through. Keep it up, team. 15 seconds on the clock. Maintain that composure. Hold frame. We're inside 10. Good job. 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's rest. Let's grab that half Bosu. We're going back into that chest press. Let's set up nice and efficiently. We're on in 5 seconds. All right, team. Time is on. Let's get that weight right on up. Our muscles are pumped. The blood is flowing. Our heart is racing. We're sweating, burning calories, building muscle, or tearing down muscle in the gym. But we're going to eat a nutritious meal, rest tonight, and our muscles are going to grow back even stronger, and our fat is going to be gone. 10 seconds on the clock. Drive. Keep it up. Let's finish strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Let's put the weights down. Flip that ball right over, and we're going into mountain climbers. If you're tired of mountain climbers, if the core is done or dead, you can lie over on your back and go into lying leg raises or crunches. Time is on, and we are finishing strong. Keep it up. This is the third exercise. We have 6 total in this giant set. 20 seconds on the clock. Halfway through this last set. Drive. Here adding in a push-up because I am sick and tired of doing mountain climbers. The legs are tired. The core is burning. Let's switch it up. Just keep moving. Another intention was to keep moving, so I did not stop. Good job. Let's put that away. Let's grab those weights again. Going into an Arnold press or a pike push-up if you don't have weights. That's another way to activate those shoulders. You know what? I'm a bit tired, so I'm gonna go into a wide stance. Squat plus Arnold press. There we go. We'll perform a few of these on one arm before switching. Now I'm getting the hamstrings involved a bit more in this workout. And we all know I love quads, keeping the heart rate going. As tired as I am, not stopping. As tired as you are, you're not stopping. Keep it up. 10 on the clock. Drive. Let's finish strong. Pulse, 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 and rest. Good job, team. Let's grab that kettlebell. Let's go back into our kettlebell swings in 10 seconds. Regular kettlebell swing or single arm kettlebell swing if you feel so inclined. And we're off to the races. No wasting time. Counterbalancing with that other arm. Remember, this is a swing, a hinge. Not so much a squat. That's right, thrusting. By this time you should feel those glutes. If you don't feel your glutes, you're not thrusting hard enough. 10 seconds on the clock. Add some pressure on the down. Swing. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, put that away. We have one more exercise, then we can rest. Let's finish off with our good morning plus sit squat. Okay, team, we're back in 5 seconds. 35 seconds, no break, no stop, all the way. Finish strong. Time is on. That's it. Turn on that lower body, turn on that posterior chain. The back is burning, the legs are burning, the hamstrings are firing, quads are torched. Our heart is racing. 15 on the clock. Keep it up. 10 seconds. Drive. 3, 2, 1. All right. Congratulations. Good job, team. That is the workout. Thanks for joining me. Grab some water. Let's stretch it out. I am out, but one more thing. If you want personalized coaching, I have a few spots available. You can visit my website, neoactive.com, add a product to your cart, and I will get back to you within about 24 hours. All right, take care.